she feed that flame. Laugh through the pain, but she still got game. Everyday life with a twist and a grin. Tears, truth, jokes, but it he'll begin. She break it down real, never play and pretend. Take heed to the message, lessons to the ends.
From the store, she built from the stars, turned all them L's and twist to Mars. Ain't here to preach, just here to play. She done felt in the traps, now she shifting the plate.
Every slip was set up for her next prize. Not your poor truth with a joke on the side. No filth, no fluff, just soul and mix. Every story got a gem, every map got a fix. She where you went from heartbreak to hustle, from crying in the dark to finding the muscle. So if you watch it, better open your ears, cause the realest lessons wrapped in them tears. Take heed to the lessons, you gon' feel this vibe. Real top, no cut, just the truth and lies. She been through the fire, now she feed that flame. Laugh through the pain, but she still got game.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Steven, I see you, baby. How are you? Shout out to 1000 Watts Radio, where the content is fire, baby. Okay? Y'all get in there and like and subscribe to that brother channel. You hear this intro? This is what this brother do. You hear me? You hear this intro? This is what this brother do. Heavily anointed in music. Shout out to Quilly Joe 1000 Watts Radio, baby. And the hair still proud. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Happy Monday morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's get into the foolery. I'm so happy school about to start. I am so happy school about to start, y'all. Oh my God. Okay. I'm so happy school about to start. Okay. The oldest one is heading back to college. Listen, y'all. There'll be only one baby in his house, and that's the dog. Okay. There'll be only one baby in his house, and that's the dog. And so, everybody will be going to school soon. Now, listen, I'm happy. Okay. School supplies are already ready. Okay. School supplies is already ready. I just got to do some other things and I'm done. Okay. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? It's good to see y'all. Thank you for coming to rock in and tune in with me. Okay. Now, Joyce, I see you. Okay. Now 9572. I tried to pronounce your name before, baby. I cannot pronounce your name. I tried. I'm so sorry, honey. Okay. 9572. How you doing, sweetie? Okay. Please charge it to my head and not my heart. Good morning. Steven, what's going on, baby? Green beans, I see you. Okay. B, I see you as well. Okay. Listen, I'm so sorry. I don't want to mess up your name. And I'm going to share something with you. If I see a part of your name that I can cut down, I'm going to do it. Okay. Don't get offended. I do it to Steven all the time. Okay. I add an N to his name. He don't mind. He just be like, go ahead, take heed. Okay. You see how I do green beans? I cut the whole thing off and just go straight to green beans. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. Please charge it to my head and not my heart. Okay. I'm thankful that you showed up. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you feel the content. Please hit the like button if you already subscribe. I know, I'm sorry. That's how I do. Baby, don't get offended, okay? Please don't get offended, okay? I will cut your name up real quick. That's how I do. I'm sorry. Okay, I do it to the kids too. Now, I know how to pronounce their name properly, of course, but I do it to the kids too, okay? Listen, I got nicknames for all the children. I'll break their name down real quick. They be laughing. They be like, mama, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. That's what I do. And that's just common of me. I had a girlfriend who, her name was Janira, right? I call her JJ. I ain't lying. I call her JJ real quick. She was like, you the only one that JJ, JJ, that's it. Listen, whatever you call it, that's your business. Her husband used to laugh so hard. I kid you not. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. My neighbor across the street, her name is Elizabeth. Okay. So they call her Cookie. They call her Cookie. And so she's an older woman, and I'm supposed to call her Miss Cookie or Miss. I'm supposed to call her Miss Elizabeth. Okay, she's an older woman. I'm supposed to call her Miss Elizabeth, right? Now I heard all the older women call her Cookie. Okay, and as she being my elder, I'm supposed to call her Miss Elizabeth. I call her Miss Cookie. She be laughing. She be like, baby, I'm like, Miss Cookie, at least I put a miss on it though, right? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what it is. Okay. Now the title of this nonsense, wait a minute, I'm sorry, I'm going too fast. Good morning, everybody in the chat. My show name is called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means queen. Okay. That name was given to me from my husband. Okay. From his tribe. So it just means queen. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning, baby? While y'all in here, please hit that like button. And if you have never seen me before, hit that subscribe button as well. Okay? Let's get into the foolery today. The title of this nonsense this morning: modern black woman said that there is no longer any good men around. She said there's no longer any good men around, but I fumbled a good man last year. She said there are no good men around, but I fumbled one last year. Lordy, I don't know. Lordy, green beans, Lordy, okay? I don't know. I'm confused. That's what she said. She said she fumbled one last year. She said there's no good men around, but I fumbled one last year. So now we're going to discuss Sister Girl. We are going to discuss Sister Girl, okay, today. Now, should I talk about this too? It's inside me and I can't get it out. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad to say it, but okay. Breaking news. Breaking news. Okay. I decided that my husband doesn't love me anymore. Okay. Breaking news. I told him this yesterday. Okay. Breaking news. All right. Now check this out. Y'all remember when we went on vacation, right? Okay, we went on vacation, went out the country, right? I brought my Stanley cup with me, right? Okay, so I dropped the Stanley cup, okay? And it slid across the security checkpoint, okay, with the straw and everything. So now he said, when we get back home, I'm going to get you another Stanley cup. Because I was sad about my Stanley cup. Y'all remember my pink Stanley cup? I was sad about the cup. Okay. So now I had some other cups, but those are imitation. Okay. So, the purple and white one is an imitation, but I was sad about it. Okay. So he said to get me calm, he was going on vacation. I'm going to buy you another one. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you? I'm going to buy you another one. I said, okay. So now I asked him, where's the Stanley cup at? Because you said you're going to buy me another one. He was like, I don't have no money right now. I'm not going to buy you the Stanley cup right now. I got some bills to pay. So I looked at him and I said, you don't love me. You know what I'm saying? You don't love me. My Stanley cup flew across the security checkpoint because I was not paying attention, y'all. It was my fault. Okay. But when I asked him about the Stanley cup, he said, I don't have money for the Stanley cup right now. I got to pay bills. And I immediately told him yesterday, you don't love me. Okay. I was sad. Good morning. Good morning, 1000 Watts Radio. How are you, Corey? Corey Joe, how you doing? Okay. How you doing, baby? Y'all get in there and like and subscribe to 1000 Watts Radio, where the content is fire and where the jams keep popping. Y'all get in there, all right? And while you at it, tell them, take heed, sit, my baby, okay? So I told him, I know you don't love me now, okay? So my Stanley Cup flew across the security checkpoint. And it was my fault because I should have holded it well. I did not. Okay. Then I had my diamond heels on. I was trying to look cute going through security. And I just, not paying attention. The thing just flew over. And he just looked at me in sheer horror because we was in front of a lot of people. And I just looked at him and he said, I'm going to buy you one when we get home. I said, okay. So now, y'all know, how long has it been? It's been a month and some change. I ain't get my Stanley Cup. So I told him, you do not love me, okay? You don't love me because I need my Stanley Cup, okay? I miss my Stanley Cup. He is not being fair. Dude, put a 1 in the chat if he not being fair. Put a 1 in the chat, y'all, if my husband is not being fair. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all believe that I'm crazy. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe my husband is not being fair. Put a 2 in the chat if you like, nah, take heed, you crazy. Steven put 2. Steven, you wrong for that. You wrong for that. Oh my God. Corey Jones too? No, that ain't right. That ain't right. No. Wait a minute, Jeffrey put 1 and 2. Greavy said 2 crazy ass cat shit. 2 is crazy. He will get you another one, Steven said. 18 said he doesn't have the money for it because he said he got to pay bills, but that's not fair because I've been waiting for like a month and a half, y'all. That's not right. Okay, Steven said, be patient, sister. Okay, let's get to the foolery, y'all. Y'all wrong for that. Y'all supposed to be on my side. Y'all wrong for that. Oh, my God. Okay, 18 said, well, you have to wait. You have to wait. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. PHE says, waiting 6 months. I'm tired. And Jeffrey laughing at me. Forget y'all. Forget y'all. Stanley is from the blue collar folks. So I like Stanley Cup too. Okay. Okay. I think you love it and spoiled. Yes, I am spoiled. I am spoiled. I'm going to share something with you. Long as I follow the program, you understand? 18 years, been married. Long as I follow the program, I get whatever I want. Long as I follow the program. You know what I'm saying? Who's leaving that? You know what I'm saying? Who's running outside talking about, oh, I'm ready for the streets? Who's doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, long as you follow the program, boom. You know, that's how it is. Long as, and I listen, I'm gonna share something with you. I wish I would have learned that a long time ago. I probably would not have given this man fire and brimstone. Okay. In the first 2 years of our marriage. I'm laughing too hard. I'm just crying a little bit. Okay. So if I would have, not given him so much fire the first 2 years, and if I would have known better, the first 2 years would have been easy. Like, long as you follow the program, okay? You ain't got no problems, okay? Yes. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, I am spoiled. I'm not one of those wives that like expensive things. I'm not one of those that you got to go and drop a whole bank on. I'm one of those ones that you could take me to the park. We could walk around. You know what I'm saying? We could get smoothies or something like that. I'm one of those wives. I'm one of those wives that'll sit down somewhere with you. We'll talk over some coffee. I'm like one of those type of wives. But I am spoiled. But it's not like spoiled like I'm doing nonsense, okay? Let's also understand take heed is on an allowance, okay? Let's understand that because take heed is not good with money. So let's understand that part right there. So I get an allowance, okay, monthly allowance, that's it. Okay? That's all. Anything extra outside of the allowance, then I have to go in for negotiation. Okay? Got to go in for negotiation about what else I need. Okay? After I have spent my allowance. All right. But anyway, enough about me. Okay? But today I'm telling you that my husband said he's tired of me. Okay? He says he's tired. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe he's right. Put a 2 in the chat if you like, nah, take heed. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe he's right to be tired of me. Put a 2 in the chat if you like, nah, take heed. Okay? I just want to know who's on my side. I just want to know who is on my side. Because, he's aggravated with me. Okay? Because I was talking about the Stanley Cup. That's not fair. Anyway, okay, Renee said, nah, take heed. Okay, so now let's get in here. Okay, 1, he tired, but not for long. I'm tired. I'm tired. 18 said 1, he tired, but not for long. Okay. Jerry said no comment. Hunt said 2. Forget y'all. Okay, let's get to the foolery. Now, okay, I got something that I heard through the grapevine, y'all. There's something that I heard through the grapevine, okay? And this is going to be heartbreaking for a lot of y'all who supported Dr. Umar. Now, alleged. They said a Caucasian man is going to buy that property when it go up for auction. And they claim he's a white supremacist. They said, this is alleged. Hey, Skinny, how are you? That he is going to bid for the FDMG school, okay? And he's going to rubble it. Now, I'm going to share something with you. This is what Dr. Umar was supposed to do. He was supposed to rumble those buildings. He's supposed to tear that stuff down. And then get somebody to work on the land to clean the chemicals out of the land first. That's what he was supposed to do. But this Caucasian guy said that he is going to bid for the property. And if he wins, he going to tear everything down. He was talking some cash money stuff on social media. So alleged. Alleged. So also too, a lot of people were talking about the saint and the sinner. Okay. Wanting to help Dr. Umar. And a lot of people were saying that mostly when the city already told you they're going to put your stuff up for auction, they're going to do it already. Like when they had already talked, they already sent him a notice for court. He was supposed to come to court. He didn't come to court. Now, this is alleged. This is what they said. And he did not show up. So they had already entered what they were going to do. So even if Saint and Sinner wanted to help him, it's too late. They're going to the city already is going to sell the property up for auction because they gave him time to come to court. Alleged. That's what I'm hearing on the YouTubian streets. Okay. So even if Saint and Sinner wanted to help this man, it's done, y'all. It's done. Ain't that crazy? Okay. That's what they said on the YouTubian streets, honey, that a Caucasian guy is coming to buy that land. He's going to bid it for about 4, he said. He said he's going to try to lowball it a little more because he said over the years, the land, the buildings are, is nothing. He's not going to do anything with the buildings. And that's what Dr. Umar should have did. He should have just laid waste to the buildings and then rebuilt. That's what I would have done. If I had the money to do it, I would have laid waste to the land, treated the land, you know what I'm saying? Or either, you know what, I'll share something else with you. I would have never bought the land. There's other property he could have bought anywhere else, Down in South Jersey, they have abandoned schools as well that the city not using no more. I would have bought that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of buying a headache. That's what that man bought. He bought a straight up headache. Okay. And he didn't have the right representation. He didn't have a lawyer. He didn't have an inspector. None of that stuff. Because he would have knew that those buildings would have been trash, and he could have even bid it for a lower number if he really wanted the buildings. And he, first of all, he should have had, he could have got an appraiser out there to figure out how much the buildings is. And this is why I share something with y'all, my brothers and sisters. Do not buy property without a lawyer. Do not buy property without a lawyer. I'm telling you right now. Because those past due bills is his responsibility. Those past due bills, a lawyer will make sure the past due bills of the previous owner will not be your responsibility. My brothers and sisters, never forget the lawyer, never forget the inspector, never forget the appraisal. You understand? When you are buying property, okay? And make sure you got a realtor that know what they talking about, because some realtors just come out the gate. They only be doing being a realtor for like 6 months to 1 year, and they don't know nothing about the laws of where you going to buy your land at. Okay? That's why I put Dee Jones in my community tab. This sister, she know her shit. Now, this is not a commercial. I'm only telling y'all because this sister helped us buy our first home. And she had a class for us, a 2-hour class. We had to come to her office, me and my husband. And she had us understand what buying property is. Okay? So y'all, make sure you get on your P's and Q's. And I'm not saying she gonna have y'all do a 2-hour class. Some of y'all probably already know how to buy property. But this sister was well educated in buying property and where it's best to buy property at. You understand? And you might know brothers who might been doing realtor for a couple years, and they probably well educated in it too. Get somebody who been doing it for a minute. Not somebody that just running out the gate and want to make money. Get somebody who know the laws of where you trying to buy this property at. Get somebody who know the area, if it's safe, it's, all this stuff. That'll give you a rundown of where you going to live. Don't just buy because you want to buy. And the thing is, this is just my opinion. I don't know if it's true, but these buildings were just bought to just continue to pump money out of the Black community. I watched a video of a content creator. I just posted it in our community tab. And let me just make sure I get his name correctly. I just posted it in our community tab on YouTube, okay? And I also post Crimson Cure video that we did yesterday too, okay? This brother is called Cooking with Frank, okay? And he was talking about the things that Umar would do back in the day on camera, and I guess nobody was paying attention to it. But there was a young brother who was talking to Umar, okay? And I guess they chit-chatting or whatever like that. And Umar did this to him like this. And he looked at him straight in the face. He was like this. Like this. He went just like this. And the brother was like, uh-huh. He was like, yeah, uh-huh, right now. Like that. So if you grew up in the hood, you understand what this means. You understand what this means if you grew up in the hood and somebody give you the eye contact. Now, we all know, now I know some of y'all be like, take heed, you reach, take heed, okay? But I'm going to share something with you. If you grew up in the hood, you know what that means if you grew up in the hood, okay? We are the only ones, okay? We're the only ones. Let me just be frank with y'all. We're the only community that talk with our eyes. He talking to a dope boy. Alleged, alleged, alleged. Why would you do this to your man's like this? You know, he did just like this. You know, he went just like that. You know what that mean, y'all. You know what that mean. And so Cooking with Frank had gathered a couple videos of Dr. Umar. And the videos was wilding out. I was like, oh my God. And I'm going to share something with you. I have never been on this journey with Dr. Umar. I have never been on this journey with him. I only skim across his stuff once in a while, but there are people like Information Man. There's people like Lonnie Honors. You know what I'm saying? That has, and I hope I'm saying his name right, Skinny, that has been on his coattails way back then. Okay. And the sad part is that allegedly y'all been giving y'all money to a crack addict. Okay. Alleged. Y'all been giving at y'all money to a crack addict. I'm just saying. I said alleged. Okay. My thing is that we want to see something so great for our community that anybody who come out and say they're going to do something, we rally behind them without checking. And I think we need to get out of this era without checking. Even when we get these pastors on a pulpit that will get up here and say, oh, we got to get a $20 million church or some nonsense. You know what I'm saying? We got to get a $20 million church. This is what we want to do. Y'all got to start checking out. You know what I'm saying? When these pastors get in here and tell you nonsense like this, you got to start checking out, because you got to ask them, is Yahweh coming back for this building, or is he coming back for us? Is Yahweh coming back for this building, or he coming back for us? Because y'all trying to build heaven on earth, and heaven on earth will never exist. We have to start checking these people out when they come, because if you don't have, listen to me, just like Crimson Cure had said yesterday, we need to start asking, and she said this on a live that I played yesterday. We need to start asking for receipts. If you are donating to someone, they need to start showing you the rundown of what they are doing. The churches need to be held accountable as well. They need to start running down what they're doing with this money. Every time you turn around, you got the children talking about a building fund and this and that. The church talking about a building fund. The building fund been for 20 years now. The building fund been for 35 years now. You still got the hole up in the ceiling where it leaks, and they got to put a bucket under that, you know, where the water leaking at. They still got the bucket there. 30 years, the roof is still leaking. Okay? They ain't even fixed the roof, but they talking about building fund. Some of these churches buy up 2 blocks of where they are. They buy up the whole block and don't do nothing with the property and keep talking about building fund, because they want to build a mega church. My brothers and sisters, are we not tired? Yahweh is not coming back for these buildings. Are we not tired? Then we always get pulled in with Pan-Africanism all the time. Don't get me wrong. My husband is Nigerian, and I fall under my husband culture all the time. Y'all can see the way I dress, the way I behave. I fall under my husband culture all the time because I'm raising Nigerian children. Okay? I'm raising Nigerian children. So I fall under my husband culture all the time. But don't get it twisted. I'm African American, and I want to see great for my community. But what do Take Heed always tell you? The change starts at home. You have to learn to train these children. You have to speak life over their name. These children just don't grow up bad and doing nonsense. It starts at home. They don't just grow up running out the gate being monsters. No. This stuff starts when they're small. Training from when they're small. You understand? Now, I want to say alleged on the white powder. I want to say alleged. I don't want nobody coming in here wilding out about me. But I grew up in a crack addict home. I know what a crack addict looked like. Okay? I know the signs of somebody smoking crack or snorting crack. Let's understand that. But I want to say alleged, because I don't want to get sued. I ain't got no money. But you have robbed the melanated community of a dream. Mind you, there are other brothers who have done the dream. You got King Randall. There's some other brothers who have done the work. You got Street Media TV who has done the work. You got Mr. He Said and Mrs. She Said who helps the community where they at as well. There are a lot of people who do the work and they never get the recognition for it. But since you got out here and did your Pan-Africanism scheme, okay, now black people really don't want to do shit. Black people don't really want to do shit now. They looking like, what the hell? I'm going to share something with you, my brothers and sisters. Takey will never tell you not to donate to anybody. I would never tell you not to do that. But make sure you going down their timeline to see what they're doing. Mr. He Said, Mrs. She Said, when they doing book bag drives, don't you know they film that stuff live so y'all can see? You see all the school supplies and the book bags that they donate to their community. They do a cookout and everything. They show y'all the receipts. King Randall have showed y'all the receipts. When these brothers do something and sisters do something, they're showing the receipts. Dr. Umar ain't show one receipt. Ain't show one receipt, but yet we keep donating to him. Y'all kept donating to him. And I'm going to share something with you. If he would have showed the receipts, he'd have got more melanated people to donate to that school. If he was being transparent, just like Chris and Cure said, if he was showing those receipts, he would have got a lot more people to donate to him. And now there's a Caucasian man on social media. He probably trolling. But he said he got the money to pay for the school. He said he got the money. He said, and I would tear down the school. Okay? I would tear down the school and lay it to rubble. That's what he said. The worst nightmare for the FDMG Academy donors is coming. The worst nightmare right now is coming for you because a Caucasian man who is a white supremacist, allegedly, said that he will bid on the land. And he said, I'm going to lay waste to those buildings. I don't care if Dr. Umar had PhD, doctorate, whatever he got. My brother, you have failed us. And I'm going to share something with you. You would have gotten a lot more people if you was more transparent to donate. You would have got a lot more people if you was open to it. But when you started shutting people down, when you started telling them shut up, when you started telling them I'm going to block you, I'm going to put you in a book of Negroes because they was asking you about the school, that's dumb. That's dumb. You should have been more transparent, showing them the broken down buildings. If this is old news, green beans, you know you can scroll up. I always tell you, you don't have to stay for every live. You know that, right? All I'm saying is that This hurts our community. When y'all lie and do deceitful things, it hurts. And now, forevermore, if anybody ever tried to come and do another school, they're going to say, don't Dr. Umar me. Now, let's get to the next conversation, okay? Let's get to the next conversation. I don't want to bore y'all, okay? Let's get to the next conversation of the day. Now, this sister had came to social media and she said this, okay? We're going to go straight to it. She said this. And a lot of people in the comment section was wilding out. A lot of people in the comment section was wilding out, so we're going to get to it. And shout out to self-checkout, okay? Shout out to self-checkout. Here we go.
I had a good man last year.
Something about that statement is just so unsettling, bro. What do you mean you had a good man last year? Like, what do you mean? What you mean by that?
I let his ass go. He was a good man, but like I said, he was not my good man.
What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
He demanded so much without considering who I am as a person. He paid for everything. Okay. Any problem you had, he fixed it. Okay.
Wow.
Sex, he was good. He broke out. I ghosted him. Okay, finish.
Wow.
In the words of the great Kevin Samuels, buy a dog.
That's crazy.
Y'all know the rest.
That's
because
crazy.
there's no way. You gotta be a super nigga, bro, to be qualified for the bare minimum.
Oh my
woman.
God.
So much so, although he checked off a lot of her boxes and did a lot of things great, she still ghosted him. She couldn't award him a conversation as to why she was making her exit. I look forward to the man that she ends up
She
with. I
said
really
I'll
do.
ghost him.
He wanted to have somebody love him he was the only child. Okay. So he wanted me to treat him as like his mother, hoping that I would be super affectionate. And I'm not. So that used to aggravate him to the point that he'll yell to the top of his lungs, I deserve to be loved like this. You absolutely do. So go find you somebody else that can do that for you, because I cannot hold you. I can't do that. That's not who I am. It's not that I wasn't affectionate. He wants me to be super affectionate, and that's not something that I am.
Oh
and
my
it's like, even if I try, I'm fake.
Now, her comment about him screaming to the top of his lungs about the affection that he was desiring from her, I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. Reason being is because I know how women like to fabricate stories when they're
Facts.
telling stories
We
about
do.
men that they've dated. I'm sure he did want her affection. I can just tell from watching this video she's not a very affectionate person.
You can tell.
So this man that is doing everything she desires him to do is now saying, yo, like, I'm used to getting a certain level of attention and affection. I'm with you, you're with me. Why aren't you giving me that? And instead of trying to make an adjustment, your thought is, I gotta ghost this nigga. Because if I try to make this adjustment, I'm being fake.
Oh my
Let's
God.
enter the alternate universe. What if that were a man? His woman comes up to him and says, hey, I'm used to a certain level of attention and affection. I would like that from you. I'm being everything you need me to be. I need you to be a little bit more as well. And he ghosts her. Y'all would have laughed that nigga out the gym, boy, I tell you.
They would have.
Women like this are going to stay single for the remainder of their lifetime, and the reason for that is because they don't even believe in making an attempt to make an adjustment. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to meet the actual standard that the person has set for you. However, you might get close. Make some kind of improvement. Trust me, if they fuck with you the way you fuck with them, they're going to learn to appreciate it. But you know what? I know y'all not going to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Y'all can change.
Shout out to self-checkout. That brother content is amazing. Now, check this out, y'all. Shout out to Mrs. She Said, who is in the house. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe to this sister channel. And while you at it, when you get in here, tell her, take heat, sip me, baby. Shout out to Mrs. She Said for that amazing live she did yesterday. As always, hashtag shame lady, baby. Okay, let's not forget her husband, Mr. He Said, okay? The dynamic duo, baby. We're promoting conscious parenting with the Harrises. Y'all get in here and like and subscribe to this family channel. You hear me? This is who I was talking about a few minutes ago. I said that this family does book bag drives every year for their community to get those kids book bags, supplies, and everything. You want to donate to their channel, you go over to their channel. They got their Cash App link in their bio. Get in there, donate, tell them this is for the school book bags. They ain't listen, they ain't got no floating school nowhere. They don't owe no bills nowhere. Y'all get in here, donate. You want to do something kind for somebody, take time to go over there, donate to their channel. Tell them this is for the book bag drive. You feel me? All right, y'all. Now, let's get to the foolery of what this sister said. Hey, Kurt, how are you? Let's get to the foolery of what this young lady said. And Skinny, she not a big back Skinny. She not a big back Skinny. Okay? So she got up there and she said, I cannot be his mother. Okay? She said, I cannot be his mother. I can't be affectionate to him. That's what he's looking for. She said this man crossed all T's and dotted all I's, and she could not be affectionate towards him like he wanted her to. Don't that shit sound crazy? Don't that shit sound crazy? He crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. He did everything she asked him to. Anytime she needed help, he was there, okay? But now she's like, wait a minute. I can't be your mother. He whined so much about wanting to being affectionate. That's the most stupidest shit I ever heard. Now, I know she added some shit to that. I know she did, because that's what we do. Anytime a woman is telling a story, even take heed too, okay? Anytime a woman who is telling a story and I need you to get me, I need to get you on my side. I'm going to add some foolishness to the story so that you would understand me. But how much could she add to this story? How much could she add to this story? She screwed up. You said this guy was amazing. You said he was a good guy. You said he crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. You crazy, girl. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You said, listen, there's no more good men around, but I fumbled one last year. This is cray-cray. This is cray-cray. And this is the thing that I always tell y'all, my sisters. You got to learn to work on you. You got to learn to work on you. The thing is because we don't want to do the work. You know what happens? You miss this man 4 times. You miss this type of man 4 times. First of all, take heed, don't even know how many times I have missed the mark. I don't even know. But thank God I was in my 20s when I knew something was wrong. Okay? But some of y'all who is the age that I am right now, you have missed this man 4 times. The man that is coming to teach, you have missed this man 4 times. I'm so happy I ain't missed my teacher. I'm so happy I didn't miss my teacher. I'm telling you right now, you have missed this man 4 times. And so she feels the need to tell you that he was craving attention from his mother. This is sound crazy. A man just wants you to be affectionate to him, bite him, hug him, jump on him sometimes. And that's hard. This is why I take heed, always tell y'all, learn how to give your husband good aggravation. I always tell y'all that. Learn how to give this man good aggravation. My king cannot go one day without saying, I don't aggravate him. That's my job. That is my job. I take pride in aggravating this man. Okay? I take pride in aggravate this man. Okay? You know how the little dog just be minding their business in La La Land? That's me. That is me. Like I'm going to do my job. I'm in La La Land about to jump on this man and do my job. That's my job, is to aggravate him. He knows that on a daily basis. So he just looks at me, okay? Yesterday he was laying in the bed, just relaxed. He was calm. Nothing happened. I walked in the room, slammed the door real hard. Bow. He looked at me. He said, there's never no peace when I'm off, right? Like there's never no peace. I can't just relax. I told him, I said, no, you can't relax. You can't relax. This is not the woman that you marry. You can't relax. I like to aggravate my husband. And you telling me by this man, okay? Thank you, Black Queen. You telling me by this man just asking you to show him some affection, that's a problem. So you ghost him. More than likely, you're going to end up with a Pookie and Ray Ray and be wishing that you had that man. But let me share something with you. This is the kicker. Eventually, as time go on, you're going to see this man again. You will see him again. And he'll already be married and got his shit all together. Okay? And then you'll be trying to run up at him, and and quickly you'll see some woman pushing a cart, a grocery cart coming out the store, and she'll be wobbling with a big belly, and you will be wishing, talking about shoulda, woulda, coulda, that should have been me. Oh my God. Can you imagine if I would have fumbled my king, and then I eventually would have found out he married somebody else and had 4 children and lived in the suburbs with 2 cars? I'd have been heartbroken. I would have been heartbroken, because you want to know why? That means that this man, I would have been thinking this man was meant for me. But because I didn't want to listen, because I didn't want to follow the program, I lost him because of me. A lot of y'all women, you stand in your way to greatness. A lot of y'all, and your sisters help you stand in the way of greatness. They will help you miss your blessing by listening to foolery. And right now, her being on this panel, she thinks she sound good. Let's play it one more time. She thinks she sound good. Here we go.
I had a good man last year.
Something about that statement is just so unsettling, bro. What do you mean you had a good man last year? Like, what do you mean? What you mean by that?
I let his ass go.
She let him go.
He was a good man, but he, like I said, he was not my good man.
He
What the
wasn't
fuck
my
does that mean,
good
Kobe
man.
Bryant?
He demanded so much without considering who I am as a person. He paid for everything. Okay. Any problem you had, he fixed it. Okay.
Now I'm going to stop it right there. She said he paid for everything. Any problem you had, he fixed it. So what that mean? This brother was showing up for this girl, and she was undeserving. There are so many men who show up for women, and you are undeserving. Don't get me wrong. There are women who show up for men as well, and the men are undeserving. My sisters and brothers, I'm going to share something with you. If you do the work inside, if you clean out what's not right within you, you'll meet your teacher. You will meet your teacher, my sisters. I'm telling you, you'll meet your teacher. If you do the work inside, make the steps to do the work inside. She missed this man because there's something going on with her. Who would not want a man who does everything? Who would not want a man who gets in there and dots all the I's and cross all the T's? What man would not want, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy. What woman would not want a man like this? Anyway, so listen, y'all, we got to do better. We got to do better. And she's so confident in how she said it. We have to do better. Y'all scream all the time, there's no good men out here. We have to learn how to do better. Now, let's get on to the next foolery of the day. Let's get on to the next foolery of the day. Here we go. Now, this one right here, this sister that's coming up, okay? Her name is Jamie, okay? And her husband is a famous content creator. So she got her own little thing going on. And I like this sister content. And I share her in our group chat. So let's hear the discussion she about to bring forth right now. Okay. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well. Please, y'all, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. Even if you don't donate, hit that like button. You hear me? If you don't want to contribute, hit that like button for me, though. Okay? Everybody ain't got money every day. Hit that like button for me, baby. Okay? Hit those 3 dots or tap that screen. You feel me? All right? Now, let's get in here. Here's Jamie. Let's hear the discussion. Here we go.
Watch this. So I want you to tell the people what you just told me. You just got your tubes tied without even talking to me about it. Why would you do that?
I mean, we already have, like, we have children, like, technically they're not
That was not my biological kids.
I know they're not yours, but, like, you're a great father figure to them.
I can be a great father, but I want to be a great father to my own actual child.
Oh, wow.
My biological child. I want an actual child of my own that I can say that is really my own.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
wow.
valid, but at this point, the decision has been made. And
What you mean the decision has been made? Why wouldn't you talk
Oh,
to me
wow.
about it first?
I mean,
Why would you just up and do
I
it?
don't even have a ring on my finger, so it's just like, what's the point in that? I feel like
You don't got a ring on your finger, but you in this house though.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
What you mean? What's going on?
I mean, it's just
Yes, I could be a great father, but what's going
like a
on?
rash decision, but the decision is final, and I feel good with what I did. Like, don't make me feel bad or try to.
Well, why
make me
wouldn't
feel
you
like
talk
I
to
need
your?
go back
Why
and
wouldn't you
change my
talk
mind.
to the person you're supposed to be spending your life
I mean,
with
it was just
about a
like
situation
you
that
know?
permanent?
I mean, I've been talking to like family members, and I already have children. I know I don't want to have any more.
But I don't have a
children,
child, so you genuinely just thinking about yourself.
I mean,
is what you're telling me.
That's how you feel. But that's
How
not
it feel? I'm telling you how it is.
That's not it. Like, you know, I just have a lot going on. I don't want to have any more children. I'm fine. Like, we can barely. I'm trying to make ends meet with my situation right now.
Make ends
It's just
meet.
like, it just doesn't make sense.
We are a team. We are a collective. But why wouldn't you actually talk to me about something that permanent?
We're talking about
That is,
it now.
no, this is what? No, hold on. You talking about it now?
No.
No.
So, do you believe the sister is wrong? Or is she right? She got kids already, okay? Her and his brother is not married, okay? But they're living in the same house together. Is the sister wrong for getting her tubes tied and not telling him before she moved into his house? Is she wrong? Or he has no say-so? 18 says she wrong. Okay. So that's what I'm asking y'all. Is she wrong to not tell this man that she got her tubes tied? Is she wrong? Renee, let me see. Shay says, yeah, that raggedy bitch is wrong. Ooh. Renee said, they are not married. She's wrong. Ooh, wait a minute. Jeffrey said 1 and 2, yes and no. I'm tired of Jeffrey. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Mickey said, yes, she's wrong. Now, they not married, though. Okay? And she moved into his house. Okay? The question is, why didn't she tell him? I like that one. Okay? Her body, her choice. He should leave her with her decisions. I listen. I like that one, too. Okay? Now, yes, sister girl is wrong. She was supposed to tell him, okay? Because I'm quite sure when they were dating before they moved in together, they're supposed to have the discussion about more children. So she's telling him, no, we got kids, but they're mine, and you know you're a good father. And this is the thing. A lot of men get suckered into stuff like this. They do. A lot of men get suckered into stuff like this. And I'm going to share something with you. Not all women tell. Like this woman right here, she told, but not all women tell. Sometimes they will keep a man and string him along, marry him, string him along for like 10, 15 years, wait till those kids get grown, that he done raise those kids, and he don't have any children. I watched this in real time. Okay, I watched this situation in real time, and it's painful to see men go through something like that. Because I raised your children, married you 10, 15 years, you promised me a baby, but all the while those tubes were tied. So I've been shooting up the empty club for no reason. All the while, the tubes were tied, no baby, no nothing. And so I raised your children, okay? And now I don't have a lineage. Now I want to share something with you. There's a special place in hell for a lot of y'all women who do this nonsense to men, and it's not fair, okay? He doesn't have his own lineage. That's what we're talking about. He does not have his own team, okay? He don't have his own community, okay? But he's raising someone else's bloodline and their community to be upstanding men and women. And she thought, well, it's my choice, this and that. And I'm going to share something with you. Your choice is your choice, but my choice is to tell you to get your shit and get out my house. That's my choice. Get your shit. First of all, you shouldn't be in a house with a man that you're not married to anyway. Y'all just playing house. You just playing house. Anything that happened to this man, nothing's going to happen. His mother will come in and take the reins of everything. You shouldn't be playing house with this man in the first place. And you should have never lied to him. But the other women from the hyena community, okay, from the fake sisterhood would say, she's right. You know, she don't have to disclose that. Yes, you do. When you plan on having a future with someone who doesn't have any children, you have to disclose that, oh, I got my tubes tied. Okay? I got my tubes tied. Do you know, if I would have gotten my tubes tied right after the first baby we had or whatever, even though doctors don't recommend for you to do stuff like that, but if I would have got, you know, my tubes tied right after the first child I had, you know what I'm saying? I would have set my own self up for failure. Because I married a man who didn't have no children at all. You understand? If I would have done that right after I married a man who didn't have no children at all, I would have set this man up. He'd have been there raising, you know, everything, and a little bit he would have been there raising and no children. No children that he can call his own. That's nasty. There's a special place in hell for a lot of y'all women who do that nonsense to these men. And y'all have no remorse. And the sisterhood was rooting for her in the comment section. Okay? Oh my goodness. Now, let's get to the next foolery of the day. The Big Player Podcast. Shout out to this brother right here. Let's hear what the sister got to say. He clipped something from another podcast. Let's see what this sister got to say. Here we go.
I'm 35, gonna be 36. I'm not married. I don't have children. That's success to me. And if I never get that, I don't believe I'll ever feel truly successful. Really? Oh yeah.
A lot of people feel like.
Wait a minute. Let's play that one more time. I think we ran too fast with that one. Hold on one more time. Here we go. Let's say it one more time.
I'm 35, gonna be 36. I'm not married. I don't have children. That's success to me. And if I never get that, I don't believe I'll ever feel truly successful. Really? Oh yeah.
Hold on. One more time. We got to do a Dr. Umar episode. Here we go.
I'm 35, gonna be 36. I'm not married. I don't have children. That's success to me. And if I never get that, I don't believe I'll ever feel truly successful. Really? Oh yeah.
But what y'all think? What y'all think? Huh? What y'all think? What y'all think? Melissa, I see you in the chat. How are you? Tigger, how you doing? What y'all think? Black Queen, I see you with the 2 gems. Thank you, baby. Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Let's play it one more time. Here we go.
I'm 35, gonna be 36. I'm not married. I don't have children. That's success to me. And if I never get that, I don't believe I'll ever feel truly successful. Really? Oh yeah.
A lot of people feel like that. They just won't admit it. Who really want to have all that money, all that time, all those accolades and trophies, and accumulate all that and don't leave no lineage, no legacy? What we doing? Make it make sense.
Shout out to the Big Player Podcast, because that brother is so right. You can have all this wealth and all these degrees and everything and not have a lineage. And all that stuff, if you don't have any family members, the state gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? The state taking everything. You don't have anybody to leave it to. The state taking everything. Okay? If you didn't willed it to anybody, the state is taking everything. To have all that money and everything and all those degrees, and you can't pass it to nobody. Now, let me see. Tigger, you said, okay, I hope it's okay. I'm white. Tigger, let me share something with you. There's a lot of people in here that are Caucasian too. We just having a conversation. It's okay that you're here, Tigger, okay? Long as you don't say no crazy stuff, my mods won't block you, okay? So now check this out. Check this out. There was a woman, and I told y'all this story before. Y'all know my past history, I work with port, okay? There was an older melanated sister who worked for TSA, right? And every time she used to come through my checkpoint down that leads to the AOA, and she used to make jokes and say, every time I see you, you pregnant, right? And I'll be laughing and everything. Because, baby, when I was pregnant, I walk around Newark Airport with a cheeseburger in one hand, and I got like the soda or ice cream. And I just, and my belly big and everything. And I, with the big pregnancy t-shirt and everything. Who am I securing, though? You know what I'm saying? Who am I securing? Because if somebody run at me, I'm falling out on the floor, because who am I securing? But they had me in a, y'all stop laughing. They had me in a area where I could sit down, okay? And then they always came and checked up on me. They put me like by Bravo, okay? So they always would come in and check up on me. You got to go to the bathroom. The 7-0 will come outside. The 7-5 will come outside. They'd be like, you got to go to the bathroom. You got to go to the bathroom. You want something to eat? They would just bring me food, like at my post. You know you ain't supposed to be eating at your post. But I was heavily pregnant. They would bring me food. Okay, I'm trying to scam people in pregnant. The people would be laughing. They be like, did you want something sweet from upstairs? They would ask me all the time, do you want something sweet? I like, yeah, give me a cheesecake from the store upstairs, you know, from the cafeteria. They'd be laughing. Okay, so this sister, one day I had a couple of my coworkers that was around me at the post. And they say, every time we come through this post, it smell like food in here. And I told them, I sprayed it, okay, with Lysol. I don't know why it still smell like food. So my lead was laughing. He said, because she got food in her bag. She got food in her bag. That's why, okay? So I told them, mind their business. So now the lady from TSA comes out. She said, every time I see you, you pregnant. I said, because my husband go like this, and I'm pregnant. That's what happens. So she was laughing. So all of them was laughing. They was like, look at her. She looked like a penguin. Who are you securing over here? If somebody run through here, you're going to fall out. I said, that's why the cameras are here. This is why the cameras are here, y'all. Okay? This is why the cameras are here. And first of all, it didn't say I couldn't lay my leg out and trip somebody. Okay? All right. I was securing halftime. Okay? Halftime I was securing. The cameras was there, and they called me. The control desk said, you have any problems, call us, okay? I was doing the best I could to secure the area. Ain't nobody come down and do no foolishness, okay? We thank God for that, okay? And anyway, you know, Port Authority Police is crazy. Shout out to Port Authority Police. So anyway, now, one day I'm wobbling out of the post trying to get something to eat. I had the burger in hand and soda, okay? So now she comes to me and she said, can I talk to you? This was a melanated sister. She's like maybe 50 something years old. And she put me to the side. She said, the other day I was cracking on you and everything. I said, no. I didn't mind. I thought it was funny. She said, I envy you. I looked at her. I said, what do you mean? She said, I envy you because you have fruit of the womb. I looked at her. I said, okay. She said, I have houses. I have cars. I even own my own boat. She said, before I came to work for TSA, I worked in DC. She said, all the things that I have, I have to leave it to my girlfriend and her children. I don't have any children of my own. And she said, every time I see you, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. She said, I always wanted to be married and have children, but my career took me to another path. Now, more than likely, she probably was in something that was like, you know, she couldn't do what she really wanted to do as a woman, because some jobs will bring you out of womanhood. I ain't lying to you. Some jobs are designed to bring you out of womanhood. So you don't think about having a bloodline. You don't think about servitude and having a husband. You don't think about those things. There are a lot of jobs that will bring you out of womanhood. Okay. And so she was telling me, and she was crying when we were talking. Now, you know, as big as I am, like a beach whale, I'm crying too at her. And I'm telling her, it's all right. She's like, no, it's not all right. She was like, I'm already up in age. It's not all right. And there's no men that's looking at me. You know, she said, it's not all right. And I told her, I said, okay, sis, you know. She was like, do you want anything from upstairs? I was like, no, I got this cheeseburger and soda. I'm going down to my post and eat. Man, y'all, I'm going to share something with you. That is the uncomfortable truth. Do you hear me? Good morning, Ricky. How are you? It's good to see you. Guys, please make sure you tune in to Ricky Williams on IG and also YouTube. You hear me? Y'all get in there and like and subscribe to that brother channel. And while you in there, tell him take heed sent me, baby. Okay? The uncomfortable truth is that we are designed to be fruitful and multiply. That's what we are designed to do. Why you think Ebony K, check this out. Y'all remember when Ebony K had did a whole flip out on social media about her dating the bus driver. Mr. He said, I see you, sir, for the $2 super chat. He said, good morning, baby. Much love to the tribe. Much love from the tribe. My brother, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. And I shouted you out earlier, you and your wife. Thank you so much, sir. So now check this out. She, let me get back to what I was trying to say. I'm messing up the, So this woman sat up there, the woman that we just heard. She said, in all the things that I inquired, I want to be a wife. I want to be a mother. Ebony K, all the things that she has inquired, all the things, the degrees and all this other stuff. Y'all remember when she did that fiasco with the bus driver, right? Okay. Now, a year later, she was talking about, I want to be a mother. Okay. I want to be a mother. And she signed up to be a baby mama. With all that education, she signed up to wanting to be a baby mama. If that, I have never heard something so boo-boo the fool in my life, that you would sign up to be on baby mama lane up the street around the corner. I would never tell a woman that this makes sense. There are so many women who promotes this on social media. You can have the bag, you can have the house, you can have all these things, and you can also have the baby without the man. But this is the problem when the baby gets older. That's the problem that we get in here and we mess up. When the baby gets older, what do you do now? Growing, how are you? What do you do now when the baby gets older and start talking shit to you like you crazy? When the baby start asking you, where's my father? Where's my father? And now you got to sit there and tell this baby why the father is not there. Do you think the baby gonna sit there and listen to you? Not this day and age when these children tell you, I'm not safe in my body. No, no, no. They're not going. Nobody's listening. Nobody's going to listen. This is the uncomfortable truth. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? I want to share this with you, my sisters. She said, I have all this success. You know what I'm saying? But for me to be successful, I want to be a wife and a mother. I love how she said that. I want to be a wife and a mother. She didn't say I want to be a mother and a wife. She said I want to be a wife and a mother. A lot of y'all are unhappy in your life is because you didn't do the assignment that Yahweh gave you. A lot of you women are in your assignment and you're not happy because you're not following the directive that Yahweh gave you. A lot of you are mothers right now, but you're not happy because you did not follow the directions that Yahweh gave you. You had those kids before marriage. You didn't get the pleasure of being taken care of while you were pregnant with children. You went through the turmoil of being mistreated and dog walked while you were carrying his children because you chose this man instead of doing the work in you so that the right man will come along. You understand? See, when we get out here and we choose this type of man, okay? We always mess up when we choose. We always, because we think we done the work inside. Every woman in the United States, not even just the United States, around the entire world, we all believe we good women. We all believe we sugar and spice and everything nice. Do you hear what I'm saying? We all believe that we are good women. Every woman in the whole world, we all believe we good women. Until we start doing the work and we find out, oh no, oh shit, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Until you start doing the work. Mrs. She said, damn shame. Until we start doing the work, every woman think they're a good woman. Every woman think they a good woman. That's right, Mr. He said, and it don't depend, okay? Every woman thinks they are a good woman until you start doing the work inside. And then you find out, oh shit, wait a minute. Wallace, what's up, baby? You find out, oh shit, wait a minute. That's me? Until you start doing the work. This sister said, I got all these degrees. I got all this money. I got house. I got cars. She said, I have success. But she said being successful is a different kind of beast. She said being successful is a different kind of beast. She said, I want to be married and have children. Why is she talking like that? I know the sisterhood is confused, right? Why is she talking like that? Because we are designed to be under a covering. We are designed to be under a covering. Let me say it one more time like Dr. Umar. We are designed to be under a covering. This is why a lot of y'all are not fulfilled in what you have. You will go and chase riches and degrees and everything like that and sit up in a big house alone with 2 or 3 cars in the driveway, and you got money galore in your bank account. But when you go to bed at night, you go on to bed alone. That bed is cold. There's no noise in the house. Okay? There's nothing you can hear. You can hear the steps of a spider walking in the house. That's nasty, ain't it? That's nasty. Okay? You have all this that you gained, right? But what you really, the real problem is that you have not done the work that Yahweh sent you. This is why a lot of us women are unfulfilled. Now, this message is not for the women who cannot have children. I'm not talking to y'all, because some of y'all get in here and be like, take heed, wait a minute. I'm not talking to you. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that, baby. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the women who get out here and you go and inquire and you go and get all these things and you don't understand the assignment. One thing I stress this to our oldest daughter. I say, you going to school for law. Okay? I understand that. You understand? I understand you on the move. You trying to do some things. But do not keep your head down all year in college. Look around too. There's some young brothers that's they on their way up. Look at these men. They on their way up. Don't just ignore them. Speak. One thing I love about our daughter is that she speaks. She don't snap at everybody she see. She say good morning to men that hold the door for her. Good morning. Thank you. She used that femininity. You understand? And I love that about her. And sometimes I have to just let her be. I have to walk away when a man trying to interact with her because I don't want to be that mama that's in the business, like, being nosy and all that. I don't want to be one of those mamas. So when I see somebody interact with her, I walk away. Let me mind my business. Let me mind my business. I do the church finger and walk on. Okay? Mind your business. Okay? Because the thing is that, yes, you're going to get all these degrees, but I need you to not keep your head down. I need you to look around too. There's a lot of young brothers in here that they will be walking into greatness. Look around. Okay, your school, look. Greet people. Hello, how are you? You understand? You understand? But remember to be on your purpose. Your purpose is to finish school. Don't bring us no babies. Don't bring us no babies. We don't want to hear none of that. Don't bring us no babies. And she knows that. But also interact with your brothers. You see them going to that school. You see your brothers in that school. You talk to them. The uncomfortable truth is that there's a lot of women who they go for these degrees, they go for these jobs, and they don't see nobody. They don't see nobody. You understand? And I'm going to share something with you. I watched a podcast. It was a group of older women in here. And they were complaining about the men who are like 40 years old, dating women that's like 25, 26, 27 years old. And they were calling the men like, oh, you this, you that. They were calling the men all types of names that I can't say on social media. But they were calling the men all types of foolery because the men are dating women who are 26, 27 years old, right? And so they were saying he's robbing the cradle and all this other nonsense. And the brother got up there and he said, you know what the problem is? Y'all sisters who are like 30 something, 40 years old, y'all went to college, you got all these degrees, okay? You got the job, you got the house, you got the car, you got all these things, okay? And you miss your teacher. That's what he told them. You miss your teacher. And so now when you see men in your age range trying to mess with women who are 25, 26, 27, y'all complaining because they're taking those men from your age. And so it's not enough men to go around in your age. And I laughed. He's right. This is why most of y'all be complaining that the men who are in their 40s are dating women in their 20s. The men that are in their 50s are dating women in their 30s. Because what the problem is, when y'all go and get all these degrees and schooling and stuff, we listen to the old Negro spiritual that our grandmother and grandmama taught us, that the men will still be here when you finish your education. That's a lie from the pit of hell. That's a lie from the pit of hell. That's one thing I did not want to teach our daughter. Oh no, go get everything, do what you're going to do, go get your masters and all this, and the men will be here. They will not. They will not. They will not. They will move on. So that's why I stress to our daughter, yes, go to school, get the things you need to get, be mindful. Okay, don't bring us no babies home, but also look around. You have a lot of young brothers at your college that they're doing the right thing. Look around. And I didn't say go for the jocks or none of that stuff. I said go for some of these brothers who is in your law class. You know what I'm saying? Go for some of these brothers that's in engineering. You don't understand what I'm saying? Go for some of these brothers who is in science. You understand? I didn't say go for a jock. I didn't say do that. You want a brother who is on his purpose. Look around. One thing I love is the way she interact with men, the way she greets them. You understand? And I'm not saying there's a lot of men. We're going somewhere. Somebody holds the door for her. She says, thank you. I appreciate it. They look at her. They smile. You know what I'm saying? She smiles back. You know what I'm saying? I love that about her and her being grown. You know what I'm saying? She's not one of those younger women that'll snap on you. Why you holding the door for me? Man, tell her to smile. She'll be like, I ain't got to smile. She's not one of those. And I love that about her. She knows her purpose. The uncomfortable truth is that school, education, those degrees, the house, the cars are amazing, my sisters. You hear me? These are amazing things to retrieve. You understand? But you also have to understand another thing, that Yahweh sent you here for a purpose. And when you miss your purpose, you will get in there and say shoulda, woulda, coulda at 60 something years old, talking about I don't have eyes that look back at me. I don't have eyes that look familiar, that look back at me. When I look at our children, you hear me? When I look at them, I smile. Because you want to know why? When God get ready to take me to glory, I'll have eyes that look back at me. And I have raised them with their father. This is what touches my heart so. Do you understand? Y'all been listening to the feminist movement for so long that you have forgotten your purpose. Go get that bag. Go get that money. Go get those degrees. Go get that house. Go get that car. You gonna do it, baby. Get all that. Get all that. This is what they tell the women. And now when the women achieve all these things, they in this big ass house. Neighbors got a dog. They got children. The woman is married. You know what I'm saying? Every time there's an emergency going on in your house, you knock on a neighbor door and ask, can the husband come over and fix something? And I'm going to share something with you. The wife ain't going to continue to be nice. The wife ain't going to continue to be nice. She going to snap on you. Why is Takee saying that? Takee had did that to her neighbor. Takee has done that to her neighbor. It's not my fault you ain't married. Is that my fault? You want my husband to come over and do what? And this is what took the kicker when she came over here in some booty shorts. I just shut the door real kindly. I just shut the door. I came outside. I told her, I said, listen, this is going to be the last time you come to my house. This is going to be the last time you come to my house asking my husband to fix anything in your house. So that's how you come to my house in booty shorts. Y'all know me now. Y'all know I was ready to snap. She was like, "Oh no, I was doing something." I said, my husband, you know what you need to do? You need to get a maintenance man. Hire a maintenance man. You'll be all right. Hire a maintenance man. You want my husband to come over here. Hire a maintenance man. Go get you a plumber. Okay? Go get you a plumber. Go get you somebody to cut down the tree. Gonna ask my king, he cut down some stuff in the backyard. For what? For what? What, you thought I was the nice neighbor that I'm gonna just let you continue to be calling my husband every time? You thought I was the nice neighbor? No. Just because I wear a wrap on top of my head don't mean I'm nice. You thought I was the nice neighbor? Now, what I want to share something with y'all is that this sister is correct. She right. This sister said, I have success, but I'm not successful. That's nasty. That's nasty. Okay? That's nasty, honey. Okay? Now, let's get in here and acknowledge Mr. He Says Super Chat. Sir, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $2 Super Chat. Thank you. And to Black Queen for also with all the gems as well, baby. I got you coming up next. But this is for Mr. He Said. Here we go, sir.
Child, let me stop your silly right now. Cause you talking like you wanna have his baby, like that's some prize. Don't be stupid. Any man can drop dick and nut, but that don't mean he gonna stand, protect, or marry you. A baby ain't gonna turn him into a husband. It's just gonna tie you to a man that didn't choose you. You gonna be sitting up tired, broke, and bitter, dragging a stroller, while he out living free, cause he never promised you a damn thing. Marriage is commitment, security, legacy.
All right now.
A baby without that is struggle, headaches, child support, court dates, and late night tears while your man out with somebody he really respects. Don't confuse motherhood with wifedom, because one makes you responsible.
All right.
The other makes you respected. And if you ain't got his last name, all you gonna be is his baby mama. Another notch on the list. Another single mama statistic. Think before you trap yourself, cause dumb choices last forever.
Now, I know that's nasty, okay? And that's no pun intended to anybody, okay? No pun intended to anybody. But that's the uncomfortable truth, my sisters. That's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of y'all who get in here and be like, yeah, you know, marriage is just a piece of paper. Y'all who get in here and say that. You got an oldie but goodie telling you, baby, nah, Wifedom and baby mama is two different things. Wifedom and baby mama is two different things. Ain't it nasty? Now, here we go for the gems. I appreciate you, Black Queen. I appreciate you, baby. Okay? Thank you so much. Here we go right here. Here we go. Check this out. Here we go.
Y'all call all kind of stuff toxic masculinity. When a man is built to protect and provide, he's not meant to be here to be your bitch.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm saying it. A lot of y'all think you're here to run men, and you're not. A lot of y'all have the roles misconstrued.
Ooh.
You do.
That's
and y'all
nasty.
have backed men in a corner now that they're like, well, shoot, who cares? Who cares if a woman's on the side of the road with a tire broke down? They don't like masculine men. Hey, masculinity is toxic all the way until you need somebody to come do some masculine shit.
That's nasty. That's nasty. Yeah, but that's what it is, you know. Toxic masculinity. Okay? It's until you get stuck on the side of the road Last week there was a sister who was talking about I'm independent. I don't need no man. This is the pledge of allegiance, okay? I'm independent. I don't need no man. I'm a boss chick. And then a couple days later, she was on the side of the road on the highway, and she said nobody would stop to help her. She got a flat tire. Nobody would stop to help her. You're independent, sis. You're independent, sis. You ain't had nobody you can call. You independent, sis. You can't get down here. You can't get your ass down here and change that tire. You can't get down here, sis. Huh? You got a problem? Toxic masculinity. Did you know 2 men made up that word about prisoners in prison? About prisoners in prison. They made up that word. Toxic masculinity. But y'all get in here and y'all throw that on men all the time. Toxic masculinity. And it's just masculinity. It's not toxic. Now you need a man. When you go to Home Depot and you think you're going to put some sheetrock in your car that is a Toyota, okay? And you get to the car, you find out the sheetrock can't even get in the car, okay? When you go to Walmart and you go get a 50-inch TV and you got a Toyota and you figure out when you get to the car, the TV won't fit. This is when you need masculinity. This is when you need masculinity. One more time for Dr. Umar. This is when you need masculinity. Okay? Yes, because a man would have told you already, baby, a 50-inch ain't gonna fit in that Toyota. Baby, that sheetrock not gonna fit in that car. Understand, we got to get a truck. Okay? A-Team says stuck on stupid. Amen. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. But you know what? Y'all don't need men. I'm independent. I'm independent. I don't need no man. Y'all be singing that anthem, don't y'all? Coco, stop laughing at me. Y'all be singing that anthem, don't y'all? Okay? Okay? Mr. He said husband equals mechanic, doorman, security guard, and wait, there's more. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. This is the uncomfortable truth, but I don't need no man. Okay? I don't need no man. Okay? Jenkins, how are you? I don't need no man. Men ain't shit. Men ain't gonna never be shit, never was shit, and never had shit, and ain't masculine. What did Take Heed always tell y'all? When a woman get up here and she talks shit about men all day. What have I said to y'all before? What do she do? If she get in here 24/7 and talk bad about men all the time, what do I say she do? Huh? What do she do? That's right, Shay. Shay says she eat pussy. She eat pussy. That's right. Anytime a woman get on social media every day, she talking bad about men. She can't say nothing good about men at all. She eat pussy, baby. She eat pussy. Run. Run as fast as you can. Run out of there. Okay? Run, damn it. Run. She eat pussy. Run, damn it. Run. Get your ass out of Dodge. Okay? I don't have time. Can't trust a chick who don't like dick. Go ahead, Shay. Run. Get your ass out of here. Stay out of those chats. Okay? Stay out of those chats. Every time you turn around, she can't say nothing nice about a man. She eating pussy. Run. Damn it. Take Heed got to tell y'all every day. Run. Now, here's the next one. Okay? Here's the next foolery of the day. Okay? Now, this is J.C. Slater. Shout out to J.C. Slater. Here we go right here.
Call me crazy, but I think that men actually mean what they say.
Yeah, you damn right. You damn right.
Like, no hidden message, no secret meaning, no emotional code to crack, just yes, no, up, down. And 9 times out of 10, I interpret it way differently. He says I'm tired. What I hear is tired of me, of this relationship, of life. Maybe I'm too much. Is he gonna leave? Like, should I back off? But the reality is, he just yawned. He says, oh, I didn't notice. He doesn't pay attention, doesn't care. He didn't notice the thing I changed. Clearly, he doesn't value me. He really actually didn't even notice. His brain didn't register it. He says, I'm not hungry. He doesn't like my cooking. He's mad. He ate somewhere else. He must be hiding something. Why isn't he hungry? What did I do? Actually, it's because he had 2 burritos from the gas station at 4 p.m. They say it's blue. We're like, what does that mean? Is it sad? Is it deep? Is it about me? No, it's just blue.
She is absolutely correct. If that is what we said, that is what we meant.
But, and I no shot at JC Slater. No shot at CJ Slater. I'm always saying his name wrong. No shot at CJ Slater. Okay, I just had to stop him right there. When a man tell us something, my sisters, get ready. This is the one that we got the problem with. When a man tell us something, it goes through our city. Okay? That city right here. Okay? It goes through the one ear into the city. By the time it come out, he might have said one word. Okay? It went through the city. By the time it come out the city, out the other ear, you got a 3-page letter. Okay? He said one word, okay? And it went through your city. And by the time it came out, you got a 3-page letter. But all he was saying was not no. That's all he said was no. But by the time you finish assessing the situation, there's a 3-page letter, okay? 3-page letter that all the shit that you had wrote, it was you. He just said no. And then you wrote a 3-page letter of shit that don't make sense. Take Heat is guilty of this too. Let me raise my hand. I'm guilty of, y'all already know. I'm guilty of this too. Okay? I'm guilty, damn it. Okay? Okay? Growing said Gotham City. I'm tired. Okay? Missy, he said a city. Oh, yes. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. A man will tell you one word. You will change that thing around. It will be a 3-page letter. Okay? And because we saw our mamas do it. Okay? We saw our mamas do it to our daddies, or we saw our mamas do it to her boyfriend. Now, the husband come home from work. He tell you, babe, I'm just tired. I just want to eat. I want to relax. And this is when you ready to pick a fight with him. Mind you, he just told you he's tired. He just want to eat. He want to relax. Instead of you helping the situation or relax, let me share how you help the situation. You feed him. Let him take his shower. After he's finished, you rub him down. Okay? You rub him down. After you rub him down, put that quilt on him. Let him lay down. Let him get some rest. Okay? Now, by time 9, 10 o'clock, you're going to get a tap on your shoulder. Boom, boom. Okay? Boom, boom. What that means, sisters? What that mean? You're going to get the tap on your shoulder around 9, 10 o'clock. He's fed. He done showered. He's relaxed. 9, 10 o'clock, you get that tap on the shoulder. Now, remember, you wanted this when he first came home. You wanted the affection when he first came home. But he said, I want to eat, I want to shower, I want to rest, right? Now, you help him rest. You made sure he ate. You made sure he took the shower. You rubbed him down. You let him rest. Now, you get the tap on the shoulder, 9, 10 o'clock, because now he's ready. He's ready. Now, what you do, it's time for you to do cowgirl. Get up there, climb your horse. What did I tell you? Climb your horse. Do what you got to do, sis. Do what you got to do, okay? Do what you got to do, sis. Ride your horse happily. Smile as you ride your horse, okay? My brothers, I'm not throwing no smoke at y'all. I'm not being mean to y'all. Please understand that. But over here, sometimes I call you a horse, okay? Sometimes I call you Superman and Clark Kent. Shout out to Mr. He Said for that analogy. He's the originator of that analogy. Sometimes I call you Clark Kent, Superman. Okay. Sometimes I call you a Titan. Okay. My brothers don't get upset with me, but I also call you horses as well. Okay. Get up there, ride your horse. Okay. Now, as you finish riding your horse, now remember it's his turn because you ain't do nothing. You ain't do nothing. Okay. Some of y'all be thinking you done something to this man. You ain't done nothing. Okay. So now as you assume the position, okay, now it's his turn. Enjoy the turn. Enjoy the turn. Okay. Enjoy it. And then you're done. Okay. Listen, we get in here and small things that this man might say, you immediately get upset. You ready to start a whole war with this man. There's times where my king will go like this to me. He got to go like this. Y'all know Take Heed talk a lot. Y'all know I run my mouth. Y'all see me on social media. You know how I talk. Sometimes he got to go like this to me. And then pull his glasses down and go like this. And then that mean I'm talking too much. Do I get offended? Like, oh, what you mean? What you mean? How you gonna be telling me to be quiet? I don't do that. I just be quiet. I ain't saying it was easy. It's hard. But I just be quiet. Okay? All right? My dear, 137, if you don't understand, baby. Oh, 18, you quick, baby. You ain't even let me say nothing. 18? Go ahead, baby. You too much. Best moderator in the game, honey. She ain't even let me finish. I was going to tell him, you don't understand. It's okay, baby. Sometimes you got to scroll up. Okay? Now, check this out. Okay? We got to learn to understand that when this man means something, it's not a different type of language. When he says something, it's not something you have to dance around to. Whatever he say, that's what he means. Men just go straight to the problem from 1 to 2. They don't do like us. They don't go from 1 and then, and then eventually land at 2. They don't do that. They just go from 1 to 2. I'm tired. Okay? I need peace. You see that? 1 to 2. You understand? Okay? I need you to close your mouth. 1 to 2. You understand? I don't want to argue. 1 to 2. You understand? It's not that, he's mad or anything like that. I had a stressful day. 1 to 2. You understand? It's not that, oh, I'm talking about you. Oh, no, you're stressful. No, he's saying I had a stressful day. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page as well, if you can. All right. Now, y'all hit that like button, okay? Because y'all being nasty today. I got 113 people in the chat. Only 61 likes. Y'all nasty today. Hit those 3 dots on the top or tap the screen twice. Y'all being mean today. I don't know what I did to y'all. You got the notification to come over here and y'all being mean today. Y'all being mean today. Be nice. Be nice. Wipe your feet. You came in, wipe your feet. Y'all be nice. Okay? Y'all be nice. Okay? Y'all nasty today. I'm sorry. Y'all being nasty today. Now, let's get to the next one. Shout out to CJ Slater. Now, listen to what this sister had to say, okay? Now, this is about sprinkle. Listen to what the sister had to say. Listen to this right here.
I'm going to say this as plainly as I can. Sure 7 is not a role model. And I know some of y'all are about to be mad, but I don't care. I care more about the truth in your souls than I do about your feelings. She has made an entire platform from convincing women that the highest form of female empowerment is transactional relationships. Get what you can from a man financially and then worry about nothing else. And the problem is we've got a whole generation of women that are now starting to believe that that's what winning looks like. That's not winning. That's emptiness.
Ooh.
Some of you honestly believe that as long as the money's coming in, you know, the lies, the cheating, the disrespect, then it's all good. As long as we get to cash that check. And then you don't even realize the damage that this is doing to your heart, your self-worth, and your ability to even recognize healthy love if it showed up. And Shira herself was a side chick who got her man by any means necessary, and is now teaching all these women to follow that same blueprint.
Ooh, that's
She loves to brag
nasty.
about not caring what a man does as long as he pays. But here's the problem. She's selling you a shortcut to comfort that comes at a very high interest rate. And the debt isn't financial, it's spiritual. Some of you think you're building an empire, but the truth is you're building a sandcastle at high tide. And here's the part that breaks my heart. Some of you honestly believe that you're empowered because you've been taught that selling access to yourself is the highest pinnacle of womanhood. Babe, that's not power. That's poverty in your soul. Don't you understand that you can gain the whole world, but if you lose your soul in the process, you've lost everything. When the money dries up, when the beauty fades, when the attention moves to someone younger and shinier, what will you have left? Shira really got y'all out here thinking you're securing a bag, but all you're really securing is an early expiration date on your peace, on your integrity, and on your future. So sprinkle that on your spirit. And while you're ready, get you some wisdom before all this foolishness destroys you so bad that you won't be able to come back from it.
Sprinkle. She said sprinkle that. That's nasty. I don't even know who this sister is. They be dubbing people's stuff and don't even put the content creator name in here. Okay? She smoked that baby, didn't she? She said sprinkle that. Okay? And I'm going to share something with you. This didn't just start with Shira 7. It didn't. Mama told you too. This didn't just start with Shira 7. They've been talking like this to us for God knows how long. Mama would tell you, don't just come back with a wet ass. You know what I'm saying? Okay? This didn't just start with Shira. This did not. She's been taught it. And so the rest of us been taught it too. Even women in my time as well was taught this too. And the thing is, the young lady right here, she's right. She's right. When the beauty fades, when the money dries up, where you gonna be, baby? Why you think the most boss chicks, the most beautiful 10 chicks ain't got no men? Ain't none of them. Ain't none of them. Look at all the women who you grew up with, going to school. Maybe you went to school with her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you went to college with her or something like that. All the boss chicks, the number 10s, ain't none of them married. Ain't none of them married. None of them married at all. They've been passed around for so long because of the beauty, the money, the gifts and everything. Everybody got a piece of it. Everybody. Look at Holly Berry. Look at Holly Berry. Even though Holly Berry got that one eye, y'all know she got that one eye, okay? Even though Holly got that one eye, Holly is beautiful as hell. Do you hear me? I don't care what nobody say. Holly is beautiful as hell. This woman can't keep a man. She changed draws. She changed men like changing draws, okay? The sister is fine as shit, but she changed men like changing draws. Lisa Ray, Vivica Fox, all these women who used to be the creme de la creme, they cannot keep men. What does that mean? The beauty fades. What does that mean? The beauty fades. Beauty gets you but so far. You got to be able to understand a man. You got to be able to do your wifely duties. You got to be able to cater to your man. Beauty cannot help you cater. You got to be able to follow the leader. There are a lot of content creators that will tell y'all chase the bag, get him for all the money he got, this and that. And I'm going to share something with you. As you do that, you understand, this brother gonna still win because he got the pussy. See, what he wanted was the pussy, and he got it. So I remember there was a young girl who came and she came to social media. She was like, yeah, me and my girls had played this guy out because we all slept with him and then we ghosted him. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. You did what now? Let's repeat it one more time. You did what? You said all your friends slept with this guy and then you ghost him. So that means he ran through all 5 of y'all. Come on, Sway. Come on, Sway. Where that makes sense at, Sway? You telling me he ran through all 5 of y'all, okay? And then you ghost him. You know where this young man at? Somewhere he clapping his hands like this. All 5 of y'all he ran through and then you ghost him. Y'all said y'all played him. Who played who, baby? Who played who? The gold is the pussy. Who played who? You know what the thing is? A lot of y'all don't understand how hard men true love. Now, we're not talking about Pookie and Rere. We're talking about a man of substance. When I'm talking about good men, I'm talking about men of substance with a king mindset. We're not talking about Pookie and Rere. When a man with a king mindset loves hard, you can see it in his eyes. He may not even tell you that he loves you all the time, but you can see it in his eyes. It's the way he moves, the way he takes care of you and the family. You can see it. He may not say it all the time. Most men of substance with a king mindset don't say it all the time. But you can see it in his eyes when he talks to you, when he gives you correction. See, a man that don't get in there and correct you about she, I don't care how many years you've been married to him, that man don't want you. I don't care how many years you've been dating him, that man don't want you. If he never corrected you a day in your life, that man don't want you. He either married you for something else or he's dating you for something else, but he don't want you. Because a man that wants you, he's going to give you corrections. He's going to teach you how to love him. Ain't that nasty, but it's the truth. Shara is not the problem. This has been happening for God knows how many years. Now, yes, right now she's at the forefront with the sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. But women have learned this for God knows how long, that you got to have a man to drop a bag before he get the pussy. And remember, money can be replaced. You understand that, right? Money can be replaced. So money don't mean nothing to men if they want something. They know, oh, you know what? I could work a couple of extra hours. I'll make that money back. I go take her somewhere nice and expensive, get that pussy all wet, then knock her down the first night. Men already know that the game they gonna drop on you. They already know. So for y'all that want to be just like men, baby, it don't look good on you. It don't look good on you. It don't, because I'm gonna share something with you. Once a man get nut clarity, he don't think about you no more. Once he get nut clarity, he don't think about you no more. My brothers in the chat, am I lying? Am I lying? Once he get nut clarity, he don't think about you no more. Because what he wanted, he got it. That's the uncomfortable truth. Now, let's get into something else, all right? Let's get into something else. I want y'all to hear this. This is a melanated sister, okay? Melanated sister who ran into, I think he's a football player or a basketball player, and she saw him. Now, I'm not sure. I might be wrong, but she said to him this. Check this out right here. Here we go.
Some females, they just don't have any shame.
They don't have no shame.
Look, you think I'm pretty? Of course. You want some head? You want some head?
Go over there.
Yeah.
Okay, baby.
Yes, you do. You know you do. Right, can I give it to you? I'm the best.
You give good head.
I give great head.
She said I give good head.
I give phenomenal head.
She give phenomenal head. Phenomenal head. He said, why are you saying that?
He did not like that at all. In fact, it made him very uncomfortable. And he saw her again, And this is what he had to say to her.
Okay.
Look, never do that again.
He put to the side.
She's still doing it.
I know, but never again. I keep that shit on the. Yeah, nobody need to know what you're working with.
I didn't say it to nobody else.
I know. I said find out what you work for. Yeah, that's what you feel me?
Disgusting.
Nice to meet you.
But he said it's nice to meet you.
She has no shame.
Of course, your name is Duke.
Man, nice to meet you, man. You have a good night, though, man.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, yes, likewise.
And this is why liberation matters. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is why liberation matters, because liberation gave y'all the right to be hoes. This is why liberation matters. So you'll walk up to a total stranger because he's famous and tell him, I give the best head. Hashtag Mrs. She Said shame. Okay? I give the best head to a man you don't know nothing about. You only saw him on social media. You only know he's famous, and you go up to him and say, I give the best head. He had to pull you to the side and say, sis, that's not what you say. You don't say that to people you don't know. And I like how he told her that. He pulled her to the side and said, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. That's not what you say. Now, I'm going to share something with you. When they first did this clip, they only showed the part of her. Now, this young sister got the full video. Shout out to her. Because he pulled her to the side like, no, that's not what you do. And these are the type of women we're raising that can go up to strangers and say, I will give you head. You understand? And this is the thing. All the women in the comment section was like, that's right, girl. That's right, girl. That's right, girl. That's right, girl, what? That's right, girl, what? Damn it. The hyena squad is screaming from the heavens. Shout out to Crimson Cure. The hyena squad is screaming from the heavens. That's right, girl. No, that's dumb shit. That's dumb shit, baby. Liberation will have y'all out here saying the craziest shit to people that you don't know. Mr. He says she put herself in danger. Did she not? Oh my God. Renee said, catch HIV and cry to us later. You ain't lying. Okay, Melissa said, that's terrible. I'm telling you. You know, and you're right. She still wasn't trying to hear him. Q, you right. She still wasn't trying to hear him. Please, Q, don't get upset. I always break everybody's name down. I appreciate you, though, for coming. Yeah. This is the uncomfortable truth. Why would you say that to a stranger? And this was a melanated young lady. Nonsense. We don't love ourselves. The stuff that you say, this is why I take heed promotes you working on yourself. Work on yourself before you try to get out here in these streets. Because I'm going to share something with you. The streets are eat or be eaten. You hear me? The streets are eat or be eaten. I ain't lying to you. Oh my goodness. Now I want you to hear this woman right here. She is married. She's a married woman. She is a wife counselor. Okay. Y'all know her already on social media. Okay. Her name is Kamari. Now let's get in here. I want y'all to listen to what she said. Here we go.
Sis, can I share 3 things that you're doing in your marriage or relationship that your man feels extremely disrespected by? Number 1, you confront him. To a man, confrontation is an act of war. What is confrontation? When you have an issue, instead of you coming him with softness and femininity, you come with him with aggression, with an attitude, with masculine energy, as if he needs to listen to you and that you're the head of the home instead of the other way around. The second thing that you do that is extremely disrespectful is that you raise your voice at him as if he is a child. No man wants to talk to a woman who speaks to him loudly or who it's just loud in general. Men want their women to be soft and subtle, not loud and aggressive. Number 3, you don't know how to be his peace because you're always being the drama. Every time he's around you, there's complaints, there's issues, there's attitude. He needs to have a woman or a wife that is able to be peaceful, that is able to be kind, that is able to be subtle with her issues, so he doesn't always feel like there's drama happening in his home. Remember,
and I love that what she said, and her name is Karima. I hope I'm saying it correctly. But I follow this woman on social media, and she is a happily married woman. Even if she's not happy, we say happily married, right? But she understands the assignment. Because a lot of people will always ask you, are you happily married? That's not even a point. I'm married, and I'm doing the work to continue to keep my marriage. Marriage, for a lot of y'all, believe that this is a part-time affair. Marriage is a career that you got to work on each and every day of your life. You have to bring your best to the forefront. You got to show up for this person, just like they show up for you. When my husband shaved his beard, he tightened up his hair. You know what I'm saying? He smelled good. He put on some nice clothes. He's showing up for me. When Take Heed does her hair, or she put her hair in a wrap, or I wear a dress, I put on some shoes, I put on my white diamond, I'm showing up for him. When you go to bed and you wearing something nice to bed or something a little sexy, you showing up for your husband. You show up for your boss though, don't you? You show up for your boss, right? What I want to share something with y'all, my sisters, is that in a marriage, both of us can be the leader. We both can be the leader. The marriage is not going to work. We both can't steer the ship. She said, be his peace. Stop screaming at him like you his mother. Learn how to talk to your husband in a humble tone. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that screaming at your husband is the answer. Put a 2 in the chat if you like, hell no. You mad with him, something happened. So put a 1 in the chat if you believe that's the answer to be screaming at him. Put a 2 in the chat like, nah, I need to talk to him in a calm tone. I need to talk to him in a calm tone. Something bad happened. You need to talk to this man in a calm tone. Because once you start screaming, this is when hell break loose in the house. Because one thing about a man, he can't stand there and let you scream and disrespect him. He cannot. You understand? He cannot let you sit there and scream at him. I like what she said. I like what she said. We have to learn how to talk to our husbands. Now, Green Beans had just mentioned something. He said, wait a minute now, there's a contradiction from the story from earlier. That is affection we're talking about. The brother was asking for affection. Am I missing something, everybody? The first beginning of the story that we started off with was the sister saying that she couldn't be affectionate like she claimed he wanted his mother. Am I wrong, my sisters? Because this is the same thing, but technically it's not the same thing because the boyfriend wanted affection. She said, oh, he wanted me to be his mother. But you know how sometimes we exaggerate stories. You understand? Sometimes we exaggerate stories. So we don't actually know if he wanted her to be his mother. We just know what she said. Maybe he just wanted her to be affectionate towards him. And there's nothing wrong with being affectionate towards your man. Now we're talking about how you're supposed to respect your husband. We're talking about how you're supposed to respect the man that you're dating. We're talking about talking to him in a calm tone and not being disrespectful towards him. When you come to your husband or man with a disrespectful tone, that's what you're going to get back. What did I tell y'all, my sisters? If you come with vinegar, you're going to get vinegar back. If you come with honey, you're going to get honey back. My sisters, when things go wrong in the house, you got to learn how to say we. We. Because you and him are one. When things go wrong in the house, you got to say we. We made that decision and it didn't go right. We made it. Take heed. Listen to me. I've been using this concept on my king since I learned about it myself. And my king yesterday corrected me. He said, no. This one was my call. This was me. I looked at him. I said, honey. He said, no, this was me. This is one thing I admire about my husband. I admire this thing. I admire a lot about my king. But I admire how he takes accountability. Okay? You understand? I admire how he takes accountability when things may not go the way we thought it would. I love that about my king. You understand? When he stands on the throne and put the crown on his head, you can see just greatness all over his face. I love that about my husband. No matter what happens, he will take the rings and say, it is me, oh Lord. You know what I'm saying? Standing in the need of prayer. I love that about my husband. He's not one of those ones that blame shoulda, woulda, coulda, this and that and all this other stuff. He's one of those ones that, yeah, I did it. It was me, oh Lord, I did it. But I'm going to rectify it. I'm going to fix it. That's one thing I love about my husband. There's many things I love, but just that particular, how he stand on business. No matter what happened, he be like, it's me. And I'm trying to talk about, it's we, honey. He's like, no, it's me, baby. I got it. Don't worry. But I want you to understand how we got to be saying we, because we are one, my sisters. Not you. This is how you tear your husband down. You. This is how you tear him down. You got to learn how to say we. We, get in there. That's that love language. We did it. We made that decision. And then like the king he is, he gonna rise up and tell you, nope, stand down. It was me. It was me. And even if he doesn't say it was we, he's still a king because you are there telling him, baby, it's we. It's we. I tell you all the time, learn how to speak life over your husband. Learn how to speak life over his name. You don't know where anybody have taken his name to hidden in dark places. You got to learn how to speak life over his name. This woman said you have to learn how to talk to your man. You have to learn how to talk to your husband. She said, be his peace. That's nasty. She said, be his peace. Check out what this sister said right here. Her name is JDay82. Check out what she said. I love this right here. Listen to this right here.
Hey sis, you know that saying you don't really know what you got until it's gone?
it's a false statement. The reality is you know exactly what you have. You've just gotten so used to taking them for granted that you don't think you're ever going to lose them. You feel like because he's always been willing to be there for you, he loves you, he's patient with you, he's kind to you, he showed you that he needs you, he showed you that he wants you, that he wants to build a life with you, he rides with you, he rocks with you. He's willing to air all of this out over you. He's been willing to help you figure out, okay, babe, this is the root cause of why it is you spaz out on me when you know I'm at work and I don't answer the call by the third ring, because your relationship from 7 relationships ago, that guy did that to you, or you may have seen this happen in your family, or you may not have seen your mom love you correctly. Like, he's been willing to get down in there with you to help you figure out why it is that you are the way that you are, and he's not walked away from you when he has every reason to, because although he's patient with you, when he tries to tell you, babe, I need this from you, babe, I need you to do this, babe, I need you to stop doing that, now you get in your feelings, you're offended, and you want to start crying, and now he's got to put his feelings on the back to address whatever it is you're crying about because you did something wrong, and he's trying to make sure that you're okay because that's who he's always been for you. You got women out there praying for a man like the man you have. You know that Sierra's prayer? Yes, you have one of those men and you're taking him for granted because he's been there for so long. You don't think he's ever going to get tired. You don't think he's ever going to get to a place of feeling like either I have to leave or I'm going to spaz out. If I spaz out, it's not going to be good for anybody. And before I hurt her because I love her so much, I will just leave and be with somebody else. And what happens when he does that? Now you find yourself 10, 15, 20 years down the line trying to understand why it is that you're still single, or talking about you're looking for a high value man and good men don't want good women. They do, sis, and he tried to be that for you, but you took him for granted, or you didn't appreciate him, or you manipulated the moments with him when he really needed you to just let him tell you what he needed, just like you were able to do for him. So all I'm saying is, before you find yourself in a place of wanting to send him a long message talking about you need closure, or stalking his new woman's social media page trying to figure out who's getting all of your residuals, take the time to make sure that you're being the type of woman who deserves the type of man that you have, because
that's nasty.
When he's gone, ain't no coming back.
Ain't no coming back.
Just think about it.
Now, I know the young lady was dancing around because we always got to dance around when we tell stories. Take Heed does it too, okay? But this baby is right. She's right. A lot of y'all will bring this brother, this is what we do when they are a man, when it's a man with a king mindset. And he wants to come in and teach you. Some of y'all run them away by doing foolish shit. Like the woman in the beginning of the video we talked about, the first video we talked about. She had a man who crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's. But she said, I can't be affectionate towards you. I can't be affectionate towards you. She said he did everything she needed him to do and more, but she couldn't give him affection. She said he wasn't my good man. What does that mean, sis? You have to do some work inside. You don't know how many women want that man that you can't stand. My sisters, I want you to look at your husband. Look at your husband. Some of y'all who can't stand that gray and salt and pepper beard. Some of y'all who can't stand him. You can't stand the way he talk. You tired of listening to him and this and that. There's another sister that want him. There is another sister out here that want him. You can't stand him. Every time he come home, he doing this and he doing that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you aggravated by the things that he do. The little things, the stupid shit. You aggravated by the things he do. But if brothers really told their story, a lot of y'all women who are married would cry if they really told their story. A lot of y'all women would cry. Even Take Heed. Even Take Heed. Because if Take Heed husband tell her, oh, I'm leaving your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving your ass with these 4 kids. I'm done. Now, take heed, not gonna let him leave like that. I'm gonna fall in front of the door. Okay, I want the neighbors to see. I'm gonna be screaming, Walmart is racist! Walmart is racist! I'm gonna be screaming all that and fall in front of the car because I want the neighbors to see. Okay, yes, I'm gonna do all that. Okay, because the thing is, I'm not one of those women who I don't know what I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I got. You know what I'm saying? I know what I got. I'm not one of those women. Oh no, I don't know this and that. I'm not one of those women. I know what I got. I know what I got. And I choose not to lose it. Okay? Do you know, take heed, after 18 years of being married, I still rub my husband down. I rub his feet. I rub him from the back of from his back to his ankles to his feet. 18 years married. I still bring my husband his plate. I still cater to my husband after 18 years being married. I still pick up after my husband after 18 years of being married. You want to know why? Do you want to know why? Let me do like Dr. Umar. Do you want to know why? My husband is my covering. He's my covering. When shit go wrong, I look to him. When I can't handle something, I go to him. You understand? He's my covering. I'm not one of those wives that I don't know what I have. Some of y'all, take time, look at your husband. Your husband still look good. Look at him. I don't care if he in his 50s, he rocking close to his 60s. I don't care how old he is. Look at him. He's still in good shape. He's still in good health. There are a lot of women who will want him. Stop sleeping on your husband. Stop sleeping on the fact that, oh, he loved me. He gonna continue to put up with my shit. Look right now, and this, I know this is stardom that we about to go into, but look right now. Do you see how Remy Ma acts a fool about Papoose all over social media? Do you see? And I don't promote side chicks. I do not promote side chicks. But Clarissa, I hope I'm saying her name right. She knows what Remy have. She know what Remy had. And she's cherishing every moment. She knows what Remy had. It's messed up when a woman knows, another woman knows what you had. They know you fumbled. They know you fumbled what you had. It's messed up. And this is why when Remy had did a recent show, she was like, I ain't worried about how you doing, what you doing. She said, because he always gonna want me. He always gonna want me. She said it in front of the whole crowd. He always gonna want me. I wrote in the chat, you know how Take Heed is a troublemaker. I was like, sis, he don't want you no more. Yeah, he don't want you no more. You understand? He don't want you no more. One thing about a man, I don't care, because some of y'all get in here and be like, oh, my pussy is this. I don't care how good it is. I don't care how good it is. When a man say he done, he done. He done. When he say he done, he done. Believe it. When we talking about men who have a king mindset, hey, Mimi, what's up, baby? When he say he done, and he mean it. Take heed will forever be grateful for the woman before me that dropped the bag. And I'm talking about my king, not no money. I will forever be grateful that she dropped the ball with my husband. Because if she didn't drop the ball, I would have never met my teacher. Don't get me wrong. We've been through trials and tribulations in our marriage. We've been through hardship. We've been through financial hardship as well. But I would never give up any of the years that I have been with him for nothing. I wouldn't give it up for anything in the world. For the woman who dropped the prize, baby, I see the prize and got it. Do you hear what I'm saying? My sisters, you are complaining about some dumb shit about your husband and you don't even know that another woman want him. You don't even know that another woman want him. You mad with this man about the small things that he do around the house and that maybe he dropping stuff. He came home from work, he tired, he dropped something on the floor. You mad about where he put those boots at. You mad about where he put the towel at. You mad about where he put his rag at. And this is the thing, when you could just calmly go pick it up. Go put it away. Okay? And then if you want to do something, okay, you want to pay him back some way for not picking up those things, go jump on him. I ain't say hurt him. Now, if you a big girl, jump easy. Don't jump big. Don't get up there and break his back. Okay, because I'm a big back girl, so I can't jump on mine. Don't get up there and try to hurt him. Okay, don't do that. But if you petite, jump on him. Okay. Now, for the big girls, you wait till he sit down on a chair and then you put your big ass on him and say, listen, start biting him. Say, listen, you done left your towel on the floor again. And he'll tell you, baby, I'm tired, this and that. Then you start biting him. Then he gonna start laughing. That's how you do it. Don't get in here and start a whole war with this man because he left the towel on the floor. You want to start a whole war because he put the shoes in the wrong spot. Y'all crazy. Enjoy your time with the time you have with your husband. You don't know how long he is going to be here. You don't know how long you will be here. Enjoy the time with him. Y'all do some nonsense. I don't know. Got to do better. Got to do better. And baby girl is right. Okay? She's speaking nothing but the truth. All right. Now, listen, y'all. I had a wonderful time with y'all today. It's 2 hours and 22 minutes. I enjoyed my time. Happy Monday to everybody. And let me share something with you. Take heed to the message if you want to. If you don't want to, I want to share something with you. There are thousands of women that will take your spot. Okay? There are thousands of women will take your spot. Okay? I know y'all be like, well, there's 1,000 of men that'll take his spot too. Yes, just to knock you down. Just to knock you down, baby. Swim in those waters. And when they get done getting that nut clarity, they out of there. Okay? Your husband put that ring on your finger for a lifetime. It's a lifetime affair. It's not just a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Cherish your husband while you have him. And let me share something with you. Fuck him often, okay? Any chance you get, screw your husband, okay? Screw your husband. Understand the assignment, okay? One thing they got a little study on social media is that, married men don't get screwed as much as single men do. And that's a shame. That's a shame. Every chance you get, you should be throwing a pussy at him. Boom, boom, boom. Every chance you get. What I tell you, take heed, promote you being a hoe. I promote you being a hoe, baby. I promote you being a hoe to your husband. To your husband. Don't miss that key word at the end. To your husband. I promote you being a hoe, but only to your husband. Once you shut those doors and you lock it, clink, clink, okay? Go to work, baby. You ain't no longer the wife. You ain't no longer the wife. You the hoe, okay? You the hoe. Clink, clink. Lock that door. Make sure those kids don't knock on the door, okay? Turn that Marvin Gaye up. Do what it do. Turn Marvin Gaye up as loud as you can. Do what it do. The kids don't hear nothing when Marvin playing. You hear me? Take heed is I'm a living testimony. You hear me? I got to put my church finger up. I'm a living testimony. You hear me? I got to go, everybody. Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page as well. Contribute. I should say contribute. I always say donate. I got to change that. Contribute to the page, okay? Also, if you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubandraxfashion.com. Mercari, POSHMARK, eBay. The links are in our bio. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see shop or store. Okay, they got hoodie, shirts, mugs, water bottles, baby clothes too. They do. They got short sets as well. Y'all get in there and like and subscribe. I will have on the shirts. They have a cartoon form of me, and in the back it says take heed to the message, baby. Okay, much love to you all, and I'm going to share something with y'all. Okay, y'all remember how I told y'all that the baby that draw a whole mural on the wall, right? The one I told y'all, one of our children who she's just artsy, right? Okay, y'all see the take heed logo on Instagram and YouTube, right? Our daughter drew that for me. She did that for me. Also, there's a couple of pictures that is on Take Heed merch, okay, that she did it herself, okay? Shout out to that baby. She's very talented, okay? Anything, when you see the drawing of Take Heed, she did that herself, okay, on my YouTube page. This girl is very talented, okay? So you're not only just buying merch, you're buying a piece of her talent as well, okay? Much love to you all, okay? The Take Heed logo on YouTube, y'all can't miss it. That is her drawing, okay? Much love to you all, y'all. It's the avatar. You got it. She did it. Much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day. And God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? And we gonna go out. We gonna go out. Let's. You know what? We gonna go out with this one. This is what we gonna go out with. Here we go. Let me see what we got. We gonna go out with this one. Here we go.
Child, let me stop your silly right now. Cause you talking like you wanna have his baby, like that's some pride. Don't be stupid.
She said, "Don't be stupid."
Any man can drop dick and nut, but that don't mean he gonna stand, protect, or marry you. A baby ain't gonna turn him into a husband. It's just gonna tie you to a man that didn't choose you.
Ooh, that's nasty.
You gonna be sitting up tired, broke, and bitter, dragging a stroller
Take heed to the
while
message,
he out
everybody.
living free, cause he never promised you a damn thing.